Good day. Once again, I want to welcome you back to Tim's starter and alternator service. And today we've got this is a Ford PM GR. I don't think there's a lot wrong with it. Customer said it was clicking and needing to get by on a budget today. I don't really like to do this, but got to do kind of what the budget will allow. We'll go ahead and get our field case removed. These two smaller screws here are 6 millimeters. We'll remove those. And then, of course, our tie bolts are a 5/16. We'll remove those. Get that all out of the way. Get our field case removed, and always look and check when you pull these apart. Make sure none of the magnets are broken or cracked. This one appears to be in good shape. Nothing cracked or broken, so we can. That's good to reuse, so we'll do that. Right here is our problem. Our brushes are completely worn into the holder. And if you're trying to do this on your own, you can order this part. I think eBay or Amazon. I believe the part number on this is a 1514-007. And what we can do, we like to take our armature and I'm going to take this over to the lathe and we'll polish it up and clean our grooves out and check it for bad spots, and then go from there with it. We'll install this in our lathe. We're not actually going to take a cut just as much as just to clean it up. And then take you a probe or something, a razor blade works well, and just clean your clean your armature out. This one's not worn bad. You have to measure your cord. Once we get it polished, we'll take it over here and see everything turned out real well. Good and smooth. We'll take it over here to our machine and let's test it, make sure it's not shorted or anything in that effect.
5 mil.
We'll use our just a hot box, what we always call it. And what this actually does, will put current through your rotor. Let me move the camera down here where you can see this. Or through our armature rather. We'll start, check all the way around. We should have continuity all the way around this way. And then we want to check from our commutator bars to our armature shaft. Should have no current whatsoever or no continuity. We raise the camera up and you can actually see the machine here. We're checking from commutator bar to commutator bar. See our reading, both lights go up, but if we go from our commutator to our armature shaft, we read nothing on either end. So that is what we're looking for. You can also do this with an ohms meter. just set on the continuity, and once again, when you're testing this, get on one bar. It should read continuity all the way around your armature, but you do not want continuity from here to here or from here to here in your shaft. If you do, then your armature is shorted and will need to be replaced. Okay, at this point we'll take our armature and reinstall it. Always pull it off. Check your gears, make sure none of the bearings are busted internally, and check those. And also check your gear track. This gear track is plastic, and surprisingly enough, they hold up to hundreds of thousands of miles of use. So we'll reinstall our cover. And at this point, I like to go ahead and set the armature back in the unit. Have to give it a spin to get it on there, and then we'll take our brush holder assembly and just walk it down onto our armature. Be real careful, because generally you get too rowdy with this, the springs will fly out, and then you've got a mess to try to put all back together. And this one here is trying to be hateful. And well, it's not going to go that way. Now watch if you take this cover off, because these springs will go to the moon. You'll never find them. Just lay them off to the side. Just like that. At this point, you can generally get a hold of two. Walk your brush holder assembly down onto your armature. Like so. And then you can take the springs, always keep them pushed down. And you can reinstall the spring right back just like that. Then take this one. Walk it down in there just like that. Push everything down, then reinstall your cover. Snap that up, and I always like to reach right inside, just work my leads up to where they're not touching anything. Pull both sides up just like that. And then at this point, take your field case and just stick a couple of fingers in here, because when you start through, it will pull the armature out of the brush assembly. Take your fingers and just catch it this way. And just walk it right back together, just like that. Then you can reinstall your field case. And actually our bushing appears to be good. Then we'll reinstall our tie bolts. Just like this. Reinstall our screws in our brush holder. And be extra careful with this one. Try not to over tighten it or strip it out. This one is the ground for the entire starter. If you strip this out, it will work loose and the starter will ultimately not work. And once we do that, take your brush lead, I like to twist mine over out of the way. That way you're not going to interfere with your key switch wire on this other side. And then we will reinstall our solenoid lead. It's that simple. And like I said, we like to do more than this, but this is what the customer requested. Just get me going. After Christmas funds is a little tight, so we can always understand that. So that's what we've done. Take our test lead. This will just motor this way. And then when we test our starter, we want to connect here to here. Simply this matter. And once again, we've just repaired it, saved our customers some money. That'll get them back on the road. And as I mentioned, I like to replace the solenoid switches. Kind of like washing your feet and putting dirty socks back on if you don't, but this is what the customer asked me to do. And so we try to help our customers out every way we can. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.